Well, everyone says that lead is king, but the fact of the matter is that lead's not perfect. Lead's really soft material, which even though it has the density, because it's soft, it deforms when it's ignited and everything's accelerating down the barrel. And deformed pellets do two things poorly: fly straight and retain energy. So when you've got a pellet that's drifting off in space and it's not staying around, it's not delivering energy on target. The benefit with steel shot, however, is that even though we don't have the density, we do have the true round shape. And as it leaves the barrel and as it's accelerating down the barrel, it's flying true, it's not deforming, and even though it has initially less energy, it's going to retain that energy, and we're also going to be able to throw more pellets on target at every distance versus lead. So with Boss Unleaded, what we decided to do is marry American-made steel shot with a wad design we developed for our bismuth and other product lines under the War Chief name. And the performance from that delivered very, very, very consistent and efficient patterns downrange with other shots. And we made some slight modifications to equal performance with steel shot. So we got Kyle Green from Greenway Outdoors coming in today, and he's gearing up for a hunt to test out some of these new products of ours. What he's gonna do, he's gonna come in, break down his gun, check everything out, shoot some patterns, and see what we can do with it. So you're talking about wanting to go kill some pheasants, is that right?
Yeah, they've got pheasants, doves, I guess guinea fowl. There's like 8 or 9 different species we could hit.
What yardages you usually pheasant hunt at?
So, well, you know, they've got pointing dogs, so I think a lot of the shots are gonna be tight. So I figured like a skeet barrel, and then some of the shots for like the guinea fowl are gonna be farther, and some of the dove shots. So I've got improved modified for the second one.
So let's see what we can do.
Yeah, you wanna do like 20 yards for the skeet?
Go for it.
Okay. Skeet at 20.
Yep.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that'll be high 90s.
Jeez.
All right, let me hang another one up. And then I'll step off. What do you want to go, 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, so over the years of doing this, my steps are almost 1 yard exactly. We could grab it with a laser measure if you want, but it's gonna be within a half a yard.
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, maybe a little on the high side, but still pretty.
If I
damn
miss,
uniform.
I miss because we use shot cams. If I miss high.
Yep.
That's where I miss.
Well, still. We can draw them up and see what we got. And these are, you're shooting sevens.
20 gauge.
Yep.
I will accept that pattern all day long.
Yeah, so here's the gel that Tyler was shooting when we were patterning.
So this is 7 steel and 8 lead?
8 lead, yep.
It's all the same.
Yeah, I mean, so even if you want to give yourself an extra shot size, if you're a lead guy, you want to go to steel, you're probably close to same pellet count, ballistic penetration, but what we do get is better pattern uniformity.
Yeah,
because the shot doesn't deform.
But the penetration's the same.
Yeah, but look here. There's some that are barely ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch.
Those are lead though.
Yeah, because they're deformed. If you look at that one, you can see how mushed it is.
But it seems like all the steel went to where it was supposed to go.
Yeah, it's more consistent because the pellets stay rounder. Yeah, all right, so at 40 yards with the improved modified choke that you've got in there, Carlson, yeah?
Yep.
280 pellets. Estimated we're right around 349, 350, so that equates to right at 80%.
And industry standards?
70 is what ballistic ballisticians and shot shell efficiency experts target at 40 yards. With a full choke with lead, should be 70%. So we're up 10 over lead.
At improved modified.
With improved mod, yeah.
And it's well spread,
I mean,
it's well spread out.
So if you look at improved mod, that is equivalent to like a lead full.
What's interesting for me is the fact that the penetration on the gel block shows we're seeing more consistent penetration out of these pellets because we're not having the deformity.
Right.
And we're running at 10% higher for the patterning.
That'd be 365, 348 out of 365.
348 pellets out of 365.
65, yep.
We're on
95%.
at 20 yards.
All right, Kyle, so we shot some patterns. You saw some gel.
No kidding.
Time for you to do the work on the real stuff. What do you think?
Go shoot some birds in Africa.
Cool, man. Let me know how it works.
You bet. One of the reasons I wanted to come to Africa to test Boss Unleaded was because there's such a variety of birds here. While we're out hunting, we could be seeing multiple different species of pheasants. We've got guinea fowl, we've got ducks, we've got doves, we've got them all. So I'm gonna be able to test this ammo on lots of different size game. I believe this is the first bird ever killed with number 7 unleaded steel shot. Shot a Franklin pheasant to test these out, and I would say there was no problem getting this bird down.
Come boy.
Now that couldn't have gone better. This is a guinea fowl, just so you can see the loads that I was shooting. Obviously number 7 unleaded. Let's take a look at this bird. For those of you who know anything about upland, especially in Africa, the guinea fowl is known as like a super hardy, very tough to kill bird. Most of the guys here are running like number 4s, 5s, or even 6s in lead, and I was running number 7 steel. So analyzing the bird, first and foremost, we've got a broken wing here. So the wing is broken, and I'm seeing lots of great penetration here in the chest, and I'm not seeing any pellets just underneath the skin. That was one of my worries. I mean, look at this. This is something you typically see with number 2s on like duck shot. So that's how this bird died, was from that. On top of that, which is pretty impressive, is he's got a broken leg. So you've got, looks like 2 or 3 pellets went through and broke this leg completely. This is a hardy, tough bird. As far as upland hunting goes, this might even be the meanest bird to try and kill, besides maybe a turkey. So something like this, to see number 7s penetrating that way, killing the bird this way, with great penetration, broken wings, broken legs, I'm really impressed. If I'm gonna be honest with you, like one of my worries was I was gonna come out here and shoot number 7s at big birds like this, and you know, possibly it wouldn't be enough. But this bird was over 50 yards away when I folded him up. So that tells you everything you need to know. Great penetration, number 7 steel. I can't believe I'm saying it, but there it is. Brandon is a genius. He put a lot of work into this load. The wad is special, but I think it's just at the end of the day, the patterns are holding true with the steel shot at longer ranges, and that's why we're folding up everything we're running into. But I couldn't be happier. And I might even get this bird mounted. Doves absolutely love sunflower fields, and we are just circled and engulfed in them. I feel like we're in Texas for opening day, so this is the perfect chance to try these out. I want to show you this bird specifically, because this is a ringneck dove. This is another species. It's not a mourning dove or a rock dove. And this is probably the biggest version of that you're ever gonna see. But he's got a broken wing, 1 shot in the face, and then a bunch in the breast. He was stone dead upon arrival, broken leg again. That shot was probably about 25, 30 yards, but just another devastating shot from Boss Unleaded. Perfect. I'll tell you what, these shells are ready for any opening day.